Huh?
Ah, Guardian. Ingol, let's make haste and get down to business.
Ingol, there are no words to express our gratitude for your help. I just want you to know.
Sigurd, your problems are my problems. I would never turn my back on you. Ragnar would never forgive me.
Sorella will be well cared for, and I give you my word, Ingol, on my life.
I know you and the Guardian will take good care of her. She'll be in good hands. But I also want Cassius to personally take responsibility for her welfare once you meet up. He is to keep her out of harm's way, never leave her side, and is not to participate in the main battle. This is non-negotiable, and I want your word on it.
Of course. You have my word.
An understandable, reasonable request.
It was the only way to get Anji to agree. I would advise you, Rigmor, and you too, Guardian, to keep a wide berth from Falkreath for the foreseeable future, lest you end up with an arrow in your neck.
We've received word from Cassius. Quintus is on our side. Once Cassius has prepared a base camp at the foot of the ridge, he will send word and await your arrival. You'll all cross the ridge and trek down through the highlands to the source of the Brenner River. Keeping to the south side, you'll follow the river and make your way to Quintus' headquarters. The journey is not without its dangers. Red Guard border raiders inhabit the region, so you all must be vigilant.
So that old goat has become a mountain goat. I'm looking forward to seeing him again. But why not just travel down the Gold Coast via Skingrad?
Ah, a medium-sized party would stand out. Plus, the road to Anvil has many new Imperial Army patrols. The element of surprise is vital. We don't know the full extent of Morag Cepheus' powers. Every angle must be covered if she knows you're coming.
Yeah, of course. The less risk to Sorella, the better.
I know the Great Forest like the back of my hand. We can pass through the forest all the way to Coral without being detected.
If you are seen by any patrols, it's imperative you silence them and dispose of the bodies. Keep away from the walls of Coral. Parley with the Count will only be an option if Morag Cepheus has been defeated.
Also, bear in mind, we don't know what to expect once inside Table Mountain. We have no idea how powerful the Bridge of Sighs might be, what it might do to you if you get too close. So keep away from its radiance.
Just to make sure you've cleared the way before Sorella enters the chamber. One shot is all she needs, so make it count. Then get her the hell out of there.
Understood.
Just be careful, all of you. Remember, Sorella is only a child.
Hey, Dad.
Hey there, kiddo. Come and sit down next to me. You remember everyone here, don't you?
Rigmor still looks the same.
My, how you've grown. You're such a big girl now.
Hi, Stigan. I've missed everyone so much. By the way, Mom says hi. It's so cool to see you all again.
It's so good to see you again, Cyrilla. I'm just sorry it has to be under these circumstances.
That's okay. I knew this was coming. They're waiting for me.
Who is waiting for you, child?
The children. The children in the glass house.
Did these children speak to you somehow? What did they say?
You're Friathoff, aren't you?
How could you possibly know that?
Sophia?
Now then, my child, please, don't play games. What? How?
You had better sit down, Friathoff.
I've got a message for you from Sophia.
What is it she wants to tell me, child?
She said to tell you not to blame yourself. It wasn't your fault, and she misses you.
Friathoff!
What kind of sorcery is this?
She knows you never gave up looking for her, and she said not to be sad anymore.
Sophia!
She's happy and is going home soon. They're all waiting for her.
Friathoff, do you want to retire? I'll help you to your room.
No. No. I just want to sit a while.
Then everyone, please excuse me. I have heard enough. Sorella, if you need anything, do not hesitate to ask.
Hey, Dragonborn. I've still got your bow. Look. And the ring you gave me. I took the ring off about a year ago. The voices had stopped, but when I was dreaming, Xenia came and took me to the glass house. No, Xenia doesn't live there. She's a free spirit. I have seen the glass house. Sophia is there with all the other children. I know what to do. Try telling that to my mom.
Let us reinforce our positions here and await word for Cassius. Then we can begin. I also expect some kind of response from the enemy once they realize we have Leowin's son. Come, Carice, it has been a very long day.
I need to return to the encampment at the road. Get to work on those positions. Grom and Tiny will be guarding Cyrilla. Does she have a room already?
Cyrilla can stay with me.
That's all I need to know. Grom, Tiny, keep watch outside Rigmor's room.
Hey, Cyrilla! Didn't you look after me once? Well, now it's my turn. You can stay with me in my room. We have so much to catch up on.
Hey, that would be cool, Rigmor. Good night, Dragonborn. Oh, and I still have the pony.
Good night, Dragonborn.
Now, I'm too upset for talking right now. No. No, you're right. What is it you want to ask? Huh. You've come to the right man. Yes. The chosen Queen of Tamriel isn't written in parchment, but rather passed down by word of mouth by elder scholars and scribes. It all comes from hearsay, mostly, and isn't officially sanctioned. Now, then let me see. When Akatosh failed to save the beast races from the persecution of men, Al-Esh cursed the land. Tamriel would never have peace and prosperity until all her children were returned to her. The Minotaur have been extinct for centuries. Even if there were credence in the fable, there would be peace already. You could have thought so before all that has come to pass recently. But yet again, we are locked in perpetual struggle, as you can see. Why, that's impossible. By the 9 divines. What came to pass? How? So you slew him? So you think Rigmor is the chosen queen? Well, she is certainly poised for greatness, especially with her royal bloodline. Daedra have a talent for playing with people's minds and lives. Why do you think this ties into the prophecy? Al-Esh, mother of all mortals, another name for Alessia. It was she cursed the land. Not chosen one, my friend. That is something completely different. The Alessian prophecy speaks of the chosen queen of Tamriel, and Rigmor could indeed be her. It would explain the keen interest by Daedra, and gods even, ever since she was born. And her bloodline to a royal dynasty helps make that theory credible. But the Chosen One, as written in the Elder Scrolls, is half-beast. So I am afraid that Rigmor is not the Chosen One. In fact, when you put 2 and 2 together, you should now begin to see your own destiny entwined with that of Rigmor. The Queen, chosen to deliver the One, a child of royal blood, and dragon child. May I interject and ask you a very personal question? I have noticed Rigmor is very fond of you. Have you two had relations? The last dragonborn, a half-beast, half-human. The Minotaur Lord spared you because that, too, is in the prophecy, isn't it? That only a half-beast brother could release the curse. You love Rigmor, don't you? It's all right. I have no qualms about you and she being as one. I assure you of my confidentiality and trust in this matter. That, my friend, is all too obvious. Most ignore it as a fad, but I see through it as through a clear crystal glass. There's nothing more I would like than to see Rigmor happy. Even Sigun is not, how shall we say it, too uncomfortable with the notion of you being together. Sigun thinks the world of you. How could she not, after everything you have done for her and Rigmor? Know this, if you asked for her blessing, I am sure it would be forthcoming. But my friend, there comes with it a heavy price. You could never marry her. Well, actually you could. On the surface it would appear normal. Already your titles allow it. But you could never have children, unfortunately. Bearing a dragon child would... Rigmor would be destined to die in childbirth. Her body a vessel to be discarded, sacrificed for the whim of the gods, bearing them their chosen one. You could put it that way. It's almost as if the cruelty of the gods knows no bounds. Apart from Alessia, every woman who ever tried to bring into the world a half-human, half-beast child has perished. None has ever survived, not even your... Forgive me, I have spoken too much already. I am so sorry, Dragonborn, truly I am. However, I must retire. It's been a very long day. Maybe you should try finding solace at the cathedral. Ask the priest within about what we've spoken of. It may help you find what you're looking for.
Yes?
Need something?
When your strength fails you, trust in the Nine. I sense you carry a heavy burden, my son. Let Lord Akatosh help carry the load, if only for a short while. The light will always find a way into every aspect of the dark. Tell me, what is troubling you, my child? Speak freely, as this is a place of sanctuary, a house of truth. Now you fear that you might be the one who places them in danger. That's not entirely true. Being Dragonborn does not make you half-beasts. Becoming Dragonborn is a gift bestowed from Akatosh, not a divine birthright. As I understand it, there has never been a dragon child born to a mortal, where I assume the gift of Akatosh is already bestowed from divine lineage. How can you be sure it would not save her? Your mother's love is with you always. She looks down upon you from the heavens and is pleased with her son. All you have to do is look to her and ask what it is you want, and it shall be so. A weary traveler carries a heavy burden and comes upon a fork in the road. There are many untrodden paths, but they can only choose one. They know not where the paths lead, but they will arrive at the same destination. There is always a way out. This is a hallowed place, and the divines are listening. Ask them what it is you wish for, in the hope that it shall be forthcoming. Mother and child shall be blessed. Go forth and fulfill your destiny, knowing that you, too, are blessed also. Have faith and trust in the Nine. She will need to know the truth. Both of you must decide as one. If your love for each other is true and the bond between you unbreakable, anything is possible. When you carry the load of others as well as your own, the Nine shall help carry your burden. Be reassured that they look upon you always, and are proud of their son, and are well pleased.
Well met. How can I help you? What other priest? It's only me here.
The snow blankets itself around us. The bitter wind chills me with one gust. Blood stains red. Those that hurt me, dead. The Dragonborn, my guardian and protector, my one anchor, the one who was always there, the dragon and the bear. Woe to those who cross the dragon's eyes, suffer and die. Shadow and the hunt lie within. Only I see what lies within. Calloused hands gently hold, kind whispers amongst the cold. Beneath the dirt, to the divines I thank thee above, for this is love. Hey. Aw, she fell asleep, bless her little heart. Grom and Tiny are watching her. I wanted to come see you. You got my poem. Do you like it? I wrote this after what you said the other day, and I want you to know that I will never doubt you again. Dragonborn, you still love me, don't you? I know I am so annoying and I keep asking you and telling you, but since Bobby betrayed me and called me all those things, and because of my nature I need to be constantly reassured, don't ask me why, I can't even explain it myself. I'm sorry. Dragonborn, there's something else. Don't be angry with me. I want to see Bobby. I need to know why. It's been playing on my mind, and I need to end this. I trusted him. I even thought I loved him. I know it's not what you want to hear, but I need to hear it for myself. I hope you understand. Will you come with me? Thank you. What? What is it? Okay.
Yes?
Right away, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. I'm ready.
If you come to gloat, then go ahead. And gloat!
No, Bobby. I came to ask why.
Why? Surely it's so very obvious why. But then again, you never were very bright, were you?
What happened to you, Bobby? This isn't the person I once knew.
Come on, Rigmor! Open your eyes and wake up! This is the real world. A cruel, heartless existence where power is held by those that can kill without mercy. Ask your friend. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. Next you'll be telling me that we had something, that we loved each other.
We did! We did have something. And I did love you.
You're pathetic. You were there to be used, as I was there to be used when you accepted my hand in marriage, you little hypocrite. Standing here all hurt, when you were prepared to use me to buy yourself time.
No! That's not true. I never wanted to use you or hurt you.
Trouble is, you never understood the game. You should have been killed in that fire. But Mirag Sethius had to go and fuck it all up for whatever reason. She had it all. You in a boat on the way to Roskria, and your guardian play-acting the tough protector, caught with his dick in his hand instead of a sword. Ain't that right, Dragonborn?
Shut your filthy mouth!
You could have had it all, Rigmor. Marrying me would have solved all your problems. I would have made it a quick, painless death. Let's face it, that's gotta be better than being a bird on a wire for the rest of your life.
What do you mean?
You know, like a sparrow, tethered to a post that tries so desperately to be free, to fly away. But only ends up beating itself to death into a bloody fucking mess!
You're disgusting!
That's it, run! Run away, you little skank! It's all you're good for! The best place for her is a long, long way away from me, Dragonborn. I am scum, and deserve everything that's coming my way, and I don't give a fuck. What do you care? Whether it be freedom, death, that's the price we pay for the game we play. I don't pretend to not know what will happen to me if we lose the war, but you had better hope we don't win it. Because for what it's worth, if she were in my place now, she'd better hope it was me standing where you are. And not that bitch, Mirag Sethius, if you catch my drift. You just make sure she disappears. For good. If we lose, when the time comes, all I ask is that you make it quick.
He's right, you know. About the bird on a wire. Dragonborn, I'm so scared. We've been here before, haven't we? I wish I could stay with you tonight. You know, when this is all over, we can get married, have children, live normal lives. You do still want to get married, don't you? You don't sound too sure. I haven't said anything wrong, have I? What was it you wanted to talk about? Are you sure? Good night, Dragonborn.
Dragonborn? Dragonborn. Your presence is required in the cabinet room. It's important. Let's go.
Guardian. Cassius has sent word. He is now ready and waiting. Indeed, but something has come up. A slight problem. It's taken us a bit by surprise, and we would like your opinion on the matter. Friofoff and I thought it prudent to discuss it between ourselves before we involve the others. Leowyn sent an envoy under a flag of truce to the barricades this morning.
Since the capture of his son, Sir Robert, we do indeed seem to have reached a stalemate. The Count of Leowyn has personally taken control of the valley, as predicted. I am afraid it's not so simple.
Not Leowyn. The Lord Chancellor, Martin Blackwell, himself.
He is prepared to come to the castle, alone, risking his personal safety to discuss terms.
Whatever they are, they must be officially approved by Cepheus. By capturing Sir Robert, we have significantly changed the parameters on the whole situation we find ourselves in. But unless we play along, we don't know how to proceed. Refusing him would cause suspicions. We cannot afford that.
We would need to honor our duty to his safety. Taking him hostage would be out of the question. Killing him even worse. We don't have the military might to take the fight directly to Cepheus. He knows this. We would still need to stick to Plan A.
We could, however, use this meeting to play for time. As far as they are concerned, they think the obvious. That we rescued our Countess, regained the initiative, and prepared for a lengthy siege, possibly in the hope of peace talks. Maybe Cepheus is prepared to relent and offer a pardon if Rigmor marries Sir Robert. We just don't know. However, we have a slight little issue. He will want to speak directly to the Countess.
But we fear Rigmor is not accustomed to negotiation at this level. Up until now, we have worked our problems out together, amongst ourselves. But we haven't been in a situation where only one is in charge. Exactly our point. By protocol, Rigmor must discuss and negotiate the offered terms with him.
Blackwell regards Rigmor as but a mere child. As for Leowyn, as long as Sir Robert is still alive, she's still a potential daughter-in-law, and we should include this scenario in a possible settlement. Because if they are, Blackwell would not be bothering with small talk.
If for one moment he thought the Emperor was in danger, they would be attacking us with everything they had. Leowyn, although a friend of Cepheus, is ultimately expendable. But we think, because of their friendship, Cepheus is plotting to get Sir Robert released. Blackwell has to do his bidding.
What we say, and how we present ourselves, will be the deciding factor for Blackwell. He will try to dominate Rigmor. He will probe and coerce, but if he also wants to see Sir Robert is actually alive and well, then we will know. Exactly. Plus, any offer by Blackwell is binding. He is as true to his word, even if Cepheus cannot be trusted.
They play their noble games. They would forget all that has come to pass. No one wants to fight. Her pardon by right of combat would stand. Cepheus would become popular as the noble houses favor Rigmor. They proved that at the trial. The Leowins would still happily accept the marriage of Rigmor and Sir Robert, as would all the other houses. But she must convince them of the opposite. You must prepare her for the task at hand. You are best to counsel her. She will listen to you.
I'll inform Rigmor you want to speak to her, and I will take Sorella to my room, to give you a little privacy.
Prepare Rigmor as best you can. We need to get this over with as soon as possible. She also needs to dress accordingly, and remind her this is a game we simply cannot lose. We must retain composure and make her response to any proposition believable. Ultimately, she must make it seem she will accept the offer on the table, but we must play for time, so she should consider the offer and let him know when she has sought counsel.
Wait here a moment. Rigmor will see you now. Please go in.
Come on in. Curie says you want to talk. What is it? Crap. That changes things. So I act the best I can as a countess, without betraying us and making him suspicious. What can I expect from him? What sort of compromise? Dragonborn, are you feeling okay? You seem a little distant. I haven't done something to upset you, have I? Don't push me away, okay? As for Blackwell, this is the sort of thing I've been tutored in. I am guessing when you said we, that means you all talked about me behind my back? Yeah. Malasam and Friathoth are hiding behind the cushions while they send you into the room. Come on, I'm not that bad, am I? On second thought, don't answer that. Don't worry, I'll be ready for when he arrives. Don't know what I'm going to do with my hair. Has Cassius been in contact? Dragonborn, this might be the only time we have alone. For some time. Oh, okay. Sure. See you then.
Guardian. I see. Then let us begin. Guardian, stand to the left of Rigmor. Friathoth and I will stand to the right.
Let's hope she doesn't falter. I know how fragile she can be.
The Lord Chancellor, Martin Blackwell.
Countess Rigmor, may I thank you for accepting my request for an audience. I hope we can talk frankly and openly about the situation we found ourselves in. I come here today in the hope that this unfortunate set of circumstances can be swiftly overcome. The Emperor only wishes to find an amicable agreement from which we can all benefit, bringing about once again the peace we had until recently enjoyed. Therefore, I have a proposal.
Stop! Don't think I don't know why you're here, Lord Chancellor. The only reason you're here is to offer me nothing. The only reason you're here is because you think we will bow down to you. You think we are weak and will drop everything to please the Emperor, who has up until now tried to kill us.
But I haven't.
I haven't finished! You come here as an errand boy, who now serves a bandit king, who has usurped an empire that belongs to the Mede dynasty, and the true emperor, also your emperor, Titus Mede II. A bandit king who is at the beck and call of the real power behind the throne. A monster, a daughter of Cold Harbor who wishes to take my land and tear us apart. I will wager your proposal would have me marry the very same piece of crap you were sent here to hopefully set free, and expected me to comply because I fear you. I don't fear you, Lord Chancellor. I fear for Cyrodiil and the Empire, and I will fight you to the very last man, to the very last breath, because it is right and just. I will fight you in the name of the one true Emperor, Titus Mede II, because it is right and just. I have fought better armies than that Leowin rabble you have there in the valley, and I dare you to come and fight me. And if you can climb over the mountain of your dead to reach us, we will smash you all the way back down with our shield walls. I declare Bruma to be a free city again, and I revoke the noble decree. I revoke the White Gold Agreement, and any noble that brings themselves to the gates of Bruma in an act of war against my people will have their heads decorating the parapet of my walls for the whole world to see, including that monster Mirage Cepheus if she dares show her face here. So you go and tell your Emperor, if Leowin wants his son back alive, and he really wants a lasting peace, to cease hostilities with immediate effect. Because if he wants to try it on with me, I will leave a bloody trail paved with skulls all the way to the gates of the Imperial City!
No, Court Advisor Malisam, no need. I will of course relay the Countess's proposal to the Emperor. But before I leave, I humbly ask if I can see Sir Robert in person.
Of course, Lord Chancellor. Guardian, would you escort the Lord Chancellor to the prisoners' quarters? Freofoff and I will, retire to the cabinet room.
After you.
Blackwell, have you come to free... About time. I knew these rats would crumble.
No, Sir Robert. I have come to make sure you are alive as part of the negotiations. Please behave in an orderly manner until the time comes for you to return home.
This is a fucking joke, right? You tell these peasants to let me the fuck out of here, or...
Or you'll what? Juggle some balls, dance like a clown, piss your pants?
Fuck you, Blackwell. Wait till my father hears of this. He's gonna...
Shut up, you worthless little shit. The reason we're in this mess in the first place is because of you. Instead of being a good boy and getting yourself slain and dying a hero like a real noble knight, you throw away your weapon and roll over at the first opportunity. You're an embarrassment. Foul-mouthed wretch. 5 minutes with a hot iron would do well to teach you some manners. If you dare utter one more sound, I swear I'll have your tongue torn out of your mouth. Right here, right now. Thank you, Guardian. That's all I need for now. Is there anywhere we can talk privately? As you wish. Lead the way. What am I going to tell the Emperor? I certainly believe we can come to some arrangement, but I think you'll agree I cannot repeat to him what the Countess stated. Come now, Guardian, you can't honestly expect me to relay that message. Not directly. What I took from that display? No. Angry outburst, and under the circumstances perfectly understandable, was what would happen if the Emperor was to continue hostilities. I got from that Bruma is remaining in a defensive position for now, and will not resort to aggression unless provoked. I could live with the fact that Bruma wants to return to its former Free City status. I would do everything in my power to make sure the Emperor was not swayed to betray any settlement agreed, but... Oh, trust me, Guardian, I still have the ear of the Emperor. He is my only concern. Whether I think Rigmor is right or wrong makes no difference. I serve the seat of Cyrodiil. It's nothing personal. As I said, I'm quite fond of the girl, even more so now. She moved me. You make sure you take good care of her, Guardian. I would hate if anything were to happen to her. What I shall do is explain that she, Bruma, is prepared to release Sir Robert, under condition that we agree to a temporary non-aggression pact, pending further negotiation on our further relations. Not at all. The Leowins are more of a threat to the Emperor than Rigmor of Bruma. Morag Cetheus knows it well. It's a shame Rigmor got caught up in their power struggle. Morag Cetheus will be more inclined to deal with them first, and would rather prefer Sir Robert reside here permanently. It will be interesting to see what she says about it all, to be honest with you. Plus, it will give you the time you need to get to Table Mountain. Come now, Guardian, please don't insult my intelligence. My loyalties lie with just another threat to him personally, and the stability of the Empire. The next time we meet, we may be able to come to some more meaningful and long-lasting settlement. Until then, I bid you farewell. I shall continue to protect and serve the Emperor, so be warned. But if you want to relieve me of my duties to him and pledge allegiance to another, know this. Whomsoever takes off the head that wears the crown reigns supreme. I hope I have made myself perfectly clear. Good day.